Good afternoon. My name is Mona. Hi, how are you? What's your name?
Robin, I remember you from last week.
Oh, nice to meet you. Thank you for keeping up with your appointment.
They
Please
just
have a seat.
Thanks for remember my name.
Oh, thanks for coming in. Please, what's bringing you here today, Miss Marlene?
Well, I know last week we discussed about confidence.
Oh, before we start, I would like, before we go into any other detail, have you heard about confidentiality?
Yes, we discussed it last week.
Okay, so this is gonna be the same thing again. So even though we discussed last week, so I just wanted to know that as part of the processes, I want whatever you discuss here with me today will stay with me. So unless you tell me something about you harming yourself or you're gonna harm another person, then I'll have to go to take any other matter into consideration. But for now, I want you to know that whatever you discuss here will stay here, and nothing else will go out.
Thank you.
Do you understand how it works?
So because you told me about that all last week, but I'm glad you did review it because I did forget some things. But yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So please tell me what's when you're here today, Ms. Wiley.
Well, as you know, this is my first semester in class in a physical school, finding my way, walking in the class and sitting there and looking at people. Before, I've taken online courses of 67% of my courses at home in the comfort of my home with nobody to bother me. I was invisible, but I was a voice. I got my work done anytime I want to. I took breaks when I wanted. But now, my very first, I told you from my last week section, the anxiety I had when I came in, where I was upset and just trying to find the bathroom. I didn't have an ID, so when I walked into the school the very first day, the security guard said, "Where's your ID?" I'm like, "What ID?" I said, "I can't even find my place or find it." What are you talking about? I said, so I just like running around. He said, "Miss, come back." I ran. I said, I need a bathroom right now. So I found the bathroom and so I got myself together, refreshed my face, and it took a while to find my class because first of all, I don't like elevators, but I took that way because it's only the way I can get to class fast. But I walking through the hallways look like a hospital. It's a beautiful institute at Mercy College, and I'm working on graduate courses and stuff. So when I got to the door, I just stood outside. I could not get that door open. I could not get my hand to twist the doorknob to walk into the class.
How so?
Because it's my first time in the school, like I told you, and I didn't have to enter into another environment. I didn't have to embark on a new perspective. I can just set up my computer and turn it on and just, okay, I'm in, making my discussions, but then I have to do human interaction in the class. So I couldn't get myself to open the door, so I just finally took a deep breath and said, "Look," opened the door and I walked in, all I saw was eyes. I didn't see any bodies, I just saw eyes looking at me. It's just like looking at a movie or they're just like staring at you. And I said hi, no response. So I realized now I won't find any connection. There won't be no interaction. I'll be alone even though people are around me. So I just block them out, just close them up and just focus on me and do what I need to do in school.
So you're saying for the first time you came in, there was no connection?
None.
So what was it, just your impression, or does any other student in the classroom, do you think they felt the same way?
That's a good question. I don't know if they were new to the school, or maybe they was they was old to the school. But they looked like they would have their little conversation together, like they knew each other. But who am I going to know when I'm online? But when I walked in, I just said hi because that's the way I was raised. But they still like, "Who's this girl? I've never seen her before." So I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm in for a treat this time." So I just walked in the class and I saw the window and I saw the seat all in the corner by itself. I ran for it and I just said right here, and I didn't move. I just stayed frozen. And then the professor walked in and she was talking blah blah blah. I didn't hear anything. I chose not to hear anything because I was just trying to get used to the environment and the people around me sitting next to me. Sitting next to me, so I'm just looking around like, "Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. I just don't know it. I don't know if I can do it." I said that inside my head. I don't do it. I can't do it. So I hear myself screaming. What were you thinking of? Why can't I have these classes online? Why I have to come and sit in my last courses and sit in this class and sit with people when I didn't have to do it before? Felt like I was being punished in a way. But that's the only way I could finish my courses.
So you said you felt that you as if you were being punished. Would you like to tell me more?
I was taken away from my home, and doing online courses where I habituated to, where I was so used to that kind of world that it disrupted my world, and now I have to come into a school and sit in a seat in the chairs and the desks and have books in my hand where I didn't need that at home. Turning pages and answering questions and taking notes, looking at PowerPoints. I didn't have to do none of that. I did it at home. So that's how I felt I was playing. Like I was taken away from my joy. I was taken away from my joy. I would put it like that. Yes, I was taken away from my joy.
Okay, so I'm really glad you said you were taken away from your joy, but you also mentioned in the beginning that you felt that you were invisible when you were taking those online courses. Now that you're in class, what changed?
They see me. They see me. I see them. I have to say something. You just cannot sit there and be a shell and not talk. You can't get away with that. You have to conversate in the class. You have to answer questions. You have to participate. Online, I participated through discussions only. That was the only requirement. But in class, I found that you have to participate. Not only participate, but listen to the other students, critique them in a respectful way. So it was a lot of more. It was more work. It was just more physical work. It was just exhausting, and I didn't think that I was going to get through it. And I didn't think that people wanted to say hi. I didn't think that people wanted to connect to me. I didn't think that people wanted to even know me, because I think it was all for themselves, and I think that they was probably maybe at the end, or maybe they took in all of their 67% courses in school while I'm sitting online, because I had a choice to come. And when I found I had a choice to come in online, of course I chose online. I was home to eat my snack. I was home to relax, even turn on the TV to give myself a break, to decompress. But in here, it's tight. It's just a tight feeling, and just a tight feeling in the body. And I had to loosen up, learn the way to loosen up, and I was just frozen. I didn't know what to say. So, but the second week when I came, I was a little more curious, and I didn't have that feeling of fear, because even though I finally got my ID, the guy said hello, and they said thank you for your ID. I was like, okay. I said, can you tell me where the bathroom is? I couldn't find it. So after that, I pulled my face off, relaxed myself. Then I got on the elevator, and I walked to the class. This time I didn't hold the doorknob tight. I actually twisted. That was a challenge for me.
What makes that change? Was it because it was your second week, since you already a little bit kind of like get used to the classroom, get used probably to the student? Was it because of that you make that change? Because at first the doorknob was a little bit maybe a little difficult for you to open, but for the second week it seems like there was a change.
Yes, because I already walked into that world and no one hurt me. So I figured, if they didn't talk to me, no one's going to hurt me. So I wasn't that bad off. So I opened the door. I just opened it right immediately, and I took a deep breath, like I always do. I just walked in, found my seat. I noticed no one was sitting in the front. So I'm like, this is going to be my seat, and this is going to be my corner, and this is going to be my world until I'm ready to let, little by little, in baby steps that we spoke last week of, I'll let a few at a time, not too many. I don't want to be overcrowded. I don't want to take on too much of a challenge. But I wanted to see if I was able to raise my hand. I want to see if I was able to answer a question, which I did. But I looked forward. I never looked in the back to see people. I always set forward, and that was my focus. The professor, what I need to do. I didn't need the conversation at that time, because it was all about instructions and learning. Before class, when people want to talk and, dilly-dally, I wasn't for that, because my focus was to do good, pass the test, get the grade, and go home. I had a task. Come in, participate, do the work, make the grade, and then go home. That's all I had to work. There was nothing in between. When I found out we had breaks, so I had a snack with me, so that kind of eased the thing. Then I met a few people. I found out we had something in common, that we all was in that same major, and so I figured we was kind of embarking in that same world. So we spoke about some classes and courses that I'm taking, and they were shocked. You took all those classes? I'm just beginning. So I realized now they may be old school to me, but there was new school to the courses. and I knew a little more because I had taken my required rigorous courses and my disciplines, and they was just really beginning. So it was just strange that we was on different levels, but at the same time it was the same major. So I said, oh, I could probably teach them something. But I didn't want to let them know too much of me because they said, oh, she knows it all. She took all these courses. We don't need to hear that. So I played it safe and said, I mean, I'll take a few courses like that. Yep. Didn't give don't divulge too much information, especially people you don't know. You know, they're gonna judge you. You know, right now I'm comfortable because you're not judging me, and I feel very comfortable, and it's good. It's good to talk about things.
So this is why you're shaking your legs at this moment because
oh, you noticed that?
You're comfortable.
I'm comfortable and I'm happy, and you know, I'm breathing now. I'm actually breathing the school air compared to my home air that I like. This is school air, lots of air. So yeah, so I think I'm good. And so far, I've been adjusting. The semester's almost over, and I surprised myself that I did I did take the challenge. I did take on those challenges. I did, you know, take those tasks and stuff that we spoke about. And I used the tools of confidence. I used the tools of, you know, believing myself. I used the tools of saying I can do it. And so once I implant that in my head, you know, I just say, you know what, I'm gonna do it. If they can do it, so can I. What have I got to fear?
So if I understand, beside all the doubt that you were having before you started, since you're taking most of your courses online, beside all the doubt of you being in the classroom, making friends, being able to participate, having good grades, doing well in your exam, you you still think that so the idea is, beside all of these things that we mentioned, which is getting good grade, participating, making friends,
yeah, the basic fundamentals of what you need to survive in college.
You still feel that you can, if you can survive this semester, which was full of doubt and of the unknown, you still feel that for the following semester you will still be able to
maybe.
How so?
Well, will I find the same associate of the people that I was connecting to? Will that professor like me? Will I build a rapport with this professor? Will I feel comfortable? Will I get that front seat that I always want, or maybe somebody else may grab it? You know, because I have to, you know, like I set a platform for myself. And I, oh, you heard that sound? It's still not bothering me, but I'm good.
Doesn't bother you?
Nope. I'm good. That's the thing. All the noise and the rattling sounds, I can close that off. That's not important. What is important is focusing on what I need to do. And I feel, yeah, I can actually zoom in and focus and have a focal point that I can focus on. Right now, I'm focusing on you and sound because I feel safe. I feel safe.
I'm happy to hear that you said that, because you said when you're in the classroom you didn't look back, so because your focus was on the teacher, what she was saying, you making sure that you're passing all your courses. And this goes back to the sound again, because this is your focus. I'm the focus right now because you're talking and I'm talking. So what I'm hearing is that you want to have that focal point.
Exactly, because without the noise, they can have all that noise and talking and gossiping in the class. That's not important to me. What focusing is on my goal, and right now, that noise I just heard just now, that, you know, that little sound, it didn't bother me. So I know I got over the crazy in my head, the craziness in my head, that all that noise, you know, disturbing me, disrupting me, and, you know, making me an unbalanced person. I'm now balanced, and half of me I left at home on the computer has now joined into the classroom. Because I really left half of me home. I was like still being defiant. I didn't want to, because like I said, I felt like I was being punished. Why are you taking me off the computer? Why are you taking me offline? Why do I have to do these classes in a physical school, then take away my joy of on the computer? But now I'm okay with it. I now can do both. I'm a master at both. I can now still go online and still check my classes and whatever I need to do, and then I can still come here and focus too. With all the noise and all the, you know, outside noises, I still have my focal point, which is good. And talking to you, it helps me a lot, because sometimes I can just ramble on and don't need to, but I do get to my point. You know, I do get to a point, you know, there's something substantial and tangible that makes sense to me. You know, if it makes sense to me, I figure it makes sense to you. What do you think? Yeah?
I think it does. does as well.
So how I'm doing so far? I'm not pulling my hair out this
I
week.
really like the idea that you mentioned about your focal point, and again, we talk about it. Um, you don't let things get you distracted. You're moving forward. You
Mm-hmm.
have a goals you wanna achieve. You don't let anything bothers you, any distraction. So you just go for it. Do you think this focal point has helped you um, overcome those fear that you mentioned that before we started the whole conversation that you have? Do you think this focal point has
Yes,
helped?
absolutely, because you have to have a focus in life. If you don't have a focus, you're all over the place. You're in a disarray. Everything's you all over the place. So you have to have something to follow by to keep you strong, to keep you moving forward, to keep you. I like the word thrive, to keep you thriving. So yeah, so let them make all that noise outside. Let the doorbell ring. Let the custodian clean with the mop that I hear right now. It's not bothering me, but I can still stay focused. So I think that's good. That's something that I think I really achieved and accomplished. And coming here to therapy really has helped me a lot. So yeah, I think I'm doing fine. But like I said, let's see how next semester, you know, carries through. But no matter what, I'm still gonna walk in with confidence. I'm still gonna, hopefully grab that seat in the corner just as a starting point to get myself used to the environment because I like that. I like a wall. I like a wall on that side. I don't need to.
What is it about the wall that is so?
No one can distract my really. When I'm in class and there's an instruction, I don't want anybody to really talk to me. I want to focus what I need to do. But if it's a break time, oh, they can ramble and talk all they want. I'll talk, but I have one purpose to set my goals like everybody else. Learn to separate the difference. Business is business, pleasure is pleasure, I always say. So
So it seems as if you have kind of like an objective as to how you want to go about things. You
yeah.
mentioned, you having a focal point um, has helped you overcome your fear, not getting yourself distracted by daily things like such as noise around you has helped you. And I think, like you said, it's important to have these things, and it's also a baby step. And you started doing it pretty well because you have that kind of goal, that straight line that you are following, which is very,
I like that.
which is
That sounds
very
good.
good.
That's good. I
So
like
I'm
that.
happy to hear that you have things, working out for you. And as you said, although you're if you don't know what's going to happen next semester, but the fact that you have that focal point, um, as a suggestion, it might also help you throughout your journey.
Exactly. Help me get through the next phase in life. That's what I call it. Even though I'm gonna have that little anxiety, but it won't be as bad. But it'll be an anxiety of excitement that I can know I can focus on. I know I can challenge. So now I'm up for the challenge. Look out, world. Here I come. I am ready. So I don't know, but I'm good. I'm really good. And talking to you and you're not judging me and you're listening to everything I'm saying. And I can just talk because I am a talker. But I learned to talk to articulate now. Remember last
So,
section? Remember last
oh,
section?
was
When
it was it was it was it about? Because I remember you mentioned about you self talk a lot.
Yeah,
So was
yeah.
this
I
is
do a
part
lot of
of
self.
it?
I do a lot of self talk because it helps me move forward. Like, am I doing right? I question myself, and I don't answer myself. I'm like, am I doing right? I say, you know what? You can do this, Rob. Like it's like standing in front of the mirror and you say, you know what? I'm gonna have a good day, and I'm gonna make it. Okay, let's do this, and I just walk out the door. Because I do that, and it does help. And I'm sure the people do it, but they never admit it. But I'm one to tell you the truth. So yeah, I think I'll be just fine. Listen, I hope I do well with the courses, but like every course is even tougher. It's very intense, but it's not so much of that. It's the people and the environment that's within that environment that makes a difference. It takes everything together to get it right. So I think I'm good. There we go. I'm shaking my leg. I'm good.
Yeah.
So
So let's just summarize what you said. You talk about you having you were taking those courses. You had that fear prior to coming to the classroom as to what's going to happen, whether you're going to relate to the classmate, being able to communicate with the teacher, participating. But now that you're here, you establish that focal point for yourself, even though you have all this fear. That focal point has allowed you to overcome this fear, which I think this is great. I think for the next part of the session, we'll continue talking about how that focal point has helped you or will help you for the next semester. I'm happy that you came. I'm happy that you're able to open up. And I guess so one more thing before I start, is there any other questions that I was hoping?
I hear a funny sound right now. It's not even bothering me. That's why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because that sounds not even it's not disturbing me. I still have my focal point, and I can hear the sound. You hear it?
I can see. I can hear it.
And I'm just laughing and smiling, and I'm just like shaking my leg, and it's not bothering me. So make the noise all you want. So
yeah, I'm glad. Keep it up the phone. Like I said, for next session, we'll continue on talking about the focal point, and I would love to hear how's that, how you will use that, or how you will use that in your next semester.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. Believe me, I'm gonna let you know because I gotta deal with it, and there's no way of hiding from it. So you gotta face your fears. You gotta face your fears, and that's what I'm gonna do. Face my fears.
So I'm really glad that you come in. So now I'll see you at the
I'm
same
so sorry.
time.
It's time to go. I was having such a good time.
Yes, definitely. I guess I'll see you
Thank you so
next
much,
week.
Miss
Thank you
Mona
for
and
coming
Miss.
in.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.